I can't hear anything on my end, but it's okay though, man. We live, man. Reminisce Show, carrying the traditions of Sankofa, because sometimes we got to go back and collect what we may have forgotten. I'm just gonna have, man, that sample, playing in my head right now, and hopefully we'll be able to figure that out, the sound, man, because I don't know what's happening here, man. I don't know what's going on with the sound, but it's all good. It's all blessings. We here each and every week carrying the tradition and bringing you the real, man, rooted in hip hop culture. So it's all love. It's all peace. It's all good, man. We here. We here. We here.
We
Yeah,
here,
man.
man. It just hurts. It just hurts. Everything I know about sound doesn't. I don't know how this is playing in a speaker and it doesn't pick up in this other device with my. Oh, it just is insane. And
It's
then we had it
it is
going.
bizarre.
We've had it going for years, and all of a sudden we can't do it anymore. Like it just doesn't make sense. So, uh,
Really
oh
does
man.
not make sense, man. But other than that, hey, it doesn't stop the movement, doesn't stop the show. We're gonna keep doing what we got to do, and it's all love. Yeah, man. So how's things on your end, man? How you doing, brother?
I'm gonna be super, super duper duper honest. And oh, that's real. That's real. That's tight. That's tight.
Just playing around with the, like some of the new features, man. We get to promote, like some of the stuff that's happening.
Blah 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 blah. That's tight. That's tight.
With the
So
QR code.
I gotta remember this for a minute. Okay, April 18th, because my brother, I have recorded two of the most important songs of my entire life.
Wow.
And yeah, man, it's close. Like this one, I'm gonna give one Jew. I'll give a release because I don't do this, but this is a really special day, and I cried after recording both these songs, man. I'm not even gonna front.
Talk to me, man. Talk to me.
And like these, one of them is the most Toronto song I might have ever recorded in my life, and I've done multiple Toronto anthems. I love this city. I've got at least 6 or 7. I love you, Toronto.
Whoa.
This one is the one I was like, man, man, I don't give a fuck if Toronto people don't love this. You hate Toronto. You are from Montreal or fucking Vancouver if you don't love this song.
Okay.
And then the other one, I did a anthem for flowers, for giving people their flowers while they can.
Mm.
I made a song that was so touching. Me and the dude that were recording it were like, at the end of it. Actually, I'm not gonna reveal it yet because when the time comes, there's gonna be like a revealing of how everything was made. But somebody's grandmother passed away today,
Oh.
and as we were recording the song, that was actually like one of the last lines I had just written on the way to the studio. And I was like, I'm not sure where to go from this song. And he's like, yo, my homegirl, her grandma passed away today. And I was like,
Wow.
and I was like,
Wow.
I just wrote a line about that right there. So,
Yeah. Yeah.
and we recorded it. And I can't even, I'm not going to ruin it all, but like exactly at the end of the song where the beat ran out was where I said something about grandmothers. And we're like,
Ooh.
yeah, it was so dog. Like we were both crying like crazy. I was tired because like my soul was like, just breathe. Like you've been crying for
Pure,
an
man.
hour.
For real.
So
Yeah.
it was so amazing. It was like, yo, that we were like, yo, this song. And like, it's not a hit song. I got other songs where I'm like, yeah, this is like gonna be a smash song. But this is one of them hit songs where it's like hit in the heart, man. It's like
Mm.
a beautiful tearjerker about life and like friendship. So I'm feeling like horrible because I've been crying, but it's like a really good cry I had. Like, oh, so good.
Well, to me, like that's what music is supposed to do, man. It's supposed to represent that, and bring that those type of emotions and reflections and stuff, man. But I'm excited, man, to hear what you're bringing, yo. I'm excited for all of that.
Yeah, man, me too. I'm really excited to share. It's about 3 months away. It's not gonna be forever, but like, yeah. I just want to. Soon there's gonna be a little bit more of the making of campaign and letting people more in and start revealing some stuff. But yeah, man,
Yeah.
today, it was a good day. So, how about you, though? How you doing?
Yo, doing well, man. Like I said, it's always in the schools and building, and we're coming towards at the end of the year, so there's a lot of energy happening. We got like semi-formals, proms, graduation. So it's cool to see the evolution of like the students have been working with and all their hard work and whatnot. And yeah, man, we're just pushing forward. Like I just want to attend more concerts. That's just where I'm at right now. I know that we haven't done as much documentation for hit story, man. So I really want to get back in that flow and represent, man, for them out here in Toronto, man, this summer, and just man, just keep being in the right places.
I'm
Preserving
with
the culture.
I'm so with you there, fam. I'm so on that mission too, and especially because it looks like with Natalia, we try to see what we can do in New York City next month. I won't say too much, but
Yeah,
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 really, I'm trying to do it with the homegirl. So peace to real hip hop heads out there who love the culture. So,
that's dope, man. That's dope.
but yeah, man, whew, it's an interesting time, man. Did you get caught up in that weather, man? That was crazy.
Yeah, it was earlier. Yeah, man, for sure, for sure. Everything was blessed, and all of a sudden, like the weather started just decreasing. Before you know it, there's like a flurry. I'm just like, you see, this is what I'm telling y'all.
Yeah,
Yo, this is the Canadian weather. People are shocked and like, yo, what's going on? I'm like, but this is what we do. I told
yeah,
y'all, man. Wait until the end of May. That's when you can be like, we're in the clear. Up until that point, because it has snowed in May. Like, don't get it
word,
twisted. It
yes,
can happen. This is Canada, man. This is Toronto. We get every season in the same day. Like we know this. I don't know
yes,
why
for
people are shocked, man. I don't know why people are shocked.
real.
It's just
That's
it is
real.
what it is, man.
That is real. So, yo, so like, man, like, I wanna,
What's going on,
I'm
bro?
gonna
Talk
hook
to me,
you
man.
up with
Talk to me.
this
What's
thing.
up?
I want to hook you up with this Socrates thing. I don't want to play it on my side. I want to send it over to you. So, like at least you can watch it. So this is the new, my man Socrates, one of the great. Hey, yo, shout out to Dio because I hear there's a song coming out with Dio and Socrates and maybe was it Bishop on it, Bishop or Toner or something like that. But I think
Okay.
maybe Bishop. But yeah, Dio is
Okay.
coming out with a new Socrates song. I'm looking forward to that. Big fan. And also, Socrates is performing this Sunday at the Great Hall. I saw. So anybody that's
Oh,
yeah, yeah, yeah. If we can get there, maybe we could cover that for Hit Story. Maybe
that would be incredible.
I don't exactly know what it's for, but I have seen that Socrates is performing on
Okay.
Queen Street
Uh,
on Sunday. Yeah,
I'm
so
not
big
sure if you
fan.
get the sound though, but at least there's a
I
visual.
can't hear it. I've already heard it, so you enjoy it. You can hear it. It's a good look.
Yeah.
It's just a beautiful thing. It's just beautiful to look at this man. Look at this black hockey players. Man, it's crazy, right? Crazy Socrates beat.
Okay, yo, just taking this in. I mean, I don't know if anybody can hear the sounds or whatever, but yeah, this is this is dope, man. Doing something for the Washington Capitals and seeing Socrates, big up all these black hockey players and he has like roots in hockey. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's cool to see him big that up. And I heard some lines about some of the some people that he went to who went to his school. You know what I mean? We're also playing hockey and whatnot. So shout out to Socrates for that, for bigging up. I mean, that's all stolen from Africa vibes to me, man. So
Yep.
yeah, man, big up to the brother right there, man. That's the wave. Any like when I see people, our people on ice skating or whatever, I'm all for it, man. Like I just want to keep doing it bigger and bigger and bigger. Bob Marley reggae skate, all of that, man. Like I'm just excited for that, man. Maybe this year we get Socrates on there, man, on the ice for the
That would be
Bomb
sick.
Reggae Day, yo, coming through.
That would be sick.
Yo, I would love to see him like, yo, I'm gonna put this in the universe, man. I just pictured this like performance of like Socrates performing, but he's like skating on ice, like like City Hall. You know what I'm saying? Like he's just like on the ice. I'm
Why
like,
not?
yo, like what rapper has done that? You know what I mean?
I don't think any. I've never seen anybody do that,
Okay,
man.
man. Yo,
That's a
y'all heard
dope
it
thing to
first, man.
do.
Y'all heard it first.
Yeah, straight up, man. Yo, that's sick. That's a crazy idea, dog. Yeah, I'm just thinking
I'm
about
like
that.
skating like on some like figure skater type vibe, but like rapping and just singing and like, yo.
You ain't gotta even go that fast, yo. You could just cruise on skates and just rap on skates. That's some
And then
OG.
have like figure skaters doing some dances in the background.
Yo,
Doo!
fire. That's fire, man.
Like twirls, triple axles in the back.
That's crazy, dog.
Yo, man, speaking to existence, man, manifestations. You feel me?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yo, for real.
all right. Well, that's what's up, man. That's what's up.
Yo, word up, man. So, what else? You see anything on your radar that catch your attention?
Well, what did catch my attention? Let me see if I can pull it up real quick, man. Our boy Tough Dumpling, man, Collision sent me a private DM. Like, I don't know. Okay, give me Collision. I don't know if this was like a private vibe. I don't know if you wanted to share, but it's
I
Reminisce Show fams.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. I mean, is it on a? Where's the link?
I
Because
mean, it's on
I saw
YouTube.
it. Yeah, it's on YouTube. Because like I saw it too. I think it's public. I think it's public. Is it
I
is
mean,
it a public YouTube link?
it appears to be, yeah.
Yeah, then let's show it. Yeah,
We'll
yeah,
show a little, you know what I mean, just a little splash.
yeah,
You
yeah.
know what I mean?
I'm
Well,
pretty sure. I'm pretty sure it's okay to share.
yeah. This is just a little splash. I mean, it's a trailer. It's not the full thing. You know what I mean? And it was just cool because we had him out here talking about going to like Uganda. Matter of fact, what am I talking about? Like we had him fresh in Uganda. You know what I'm saying? Like he was broadcasting live, and this is cool to see some of the visuals. So he's just taking us into his own journey, into his ways and what he was building. There's the big brother man, Dwayne Morgan. There's a few others, we got Eddie the Original. I know that Randall, man, big up the Rise Collective, the whole movement. You know what I'm saying? Like them representing and I saw in this clip they were talking about this. It was like 20 years of hip hop like out of Uganda. I guess there was a movement happening and whatnot. So they were out there supporting and building and connecting. And it's just beautiful to see, man. Beautiful to see the people them building. So look out for that. Over on Tough Dumpling Collision. Always bigging up the people them, you know what I'm saying? So a lot of movements coming out. This is the trailer, and I'm sure the documentary will be out soon. So we're gonna look out for that. This is all Reminisce Show, man. I love this. It's not just a Reminisce Show, but it's Sankofa, bringing back the whole, cipher, man, going from one place to another, bringing it back home. Shout out Eddie the Original. You already know, man. So
Beatbox told me.
enough vibes, man. Enough vibes.
Eddie rolled with me to the original Million Man March with my Ottawa crew in 1995.
Ooh.
So Eddie's old school homie to me, and yeah. Did you notice that that brother, the nth degree brother? Shout out to Randall.
Yeah.
The nth degree brother was
Right.
wearing a shirt, Soul on Ice, black hockey shirt.
I missed that.
So
That's
it's just
amazing.
like
Got
we
that.
all just telling the same damn stories.
I love it. I love it.
So yeah, that brother right
Yeah.
there. Yeah. So yeah, sorry, I
Yeah.
didn't mean to cut you off.
Yeah, no. It's just beautiful to see, man. Look at this. So I just love that we're in a space where, in the digital era, we can, document and tell our stories and repackage it and share it and just make sure that, hey, we're out here. Because to me, it's like we were traveling like long before like the slave trade and all these different things. Like we were going to different places, building with the people, doing exactly what we're doing now. This isn't new. This isn't new. You know what I mean? We just had some interruptions in our history, and now we're just picking up the pieces and carrying on what we've been doing. That's all.
You're right. You're right.
Telling our stories, man. That's what we do. We tell our
We're
stories.
storytellers, exactly. Because It's up to us to just tell it, because we can't trust them outsiders to tell it, because not a single one of them, they don't see us as human beings is the bottom line, and they just don't treat us as equals or love. They see the beautiful things that all these people do, and they just want to exploit it instead of just absolutely uplift it and celebrate it and just not touch it. Just go there and respect it, and then and like what you're supposed to do, like with no trace.
That's
Like
it, man.
so yeah, man. Don't go to Africa and mess it up, blood clot. Anybody, even black people from outside of Africa.
True.
So, anyways, all y'all black
That's
Americans,
real.
stop being whacked to Africa. There's some of that
That's right, man.
foundational black American stuff that's like, yo, man, like we are international peoples. Yes, black bodies are indigenous all over the planet. I am with you there. But like, let's not disrespect Africa, please. Can we like, yeah,
Really?
yeah, for real. Like that's
Pretty simple,
yeah,
man. Pretty
yeah.
simple, man. Yeah. So moving along, I know there's some topics that have been coming up, a lot, which is this whole AI vibes. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
man,
I know that
yeah,
we've been building on it.
yeah.
AI technology. There has been, I guess, you know what, you can explain. You can set the tone, and then I'll add on.
Yeah, I
You know what I'm
mean,
saying?
because and then that's the weird thing, because I'm in the middle of making my album right now, and I'm writing about modern society and stuff. And in the last month, there's just lots of AI headlines and stuff. So I'm like, oh shit.
You gotta put that in
Yeah,
there,
yeah. I'm
man.
just like, I wanted to write an internet song. I've got another little thing. I'm writing a song about internet and digital age, blah blah blah. And I'm like, yo, man, this is content. This is like relevant, right?
It's relevant.
And
Super
like, let me
relevant.
just flip this into a like punchline or something. And then like already in the last week, there's been serious lawsuits by Jay-Z, Kanye West, Drake, and The Weeknd through Universal, where they're like, yo, these blood clot AI songs that are made with their voice are blowing up big, and they're getting lots of views, which that means it's generating money somewhere for somebody.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
it's like
Somewhere for somebody. Yeah,
400,000 views in a day for a fake Drake song with AI with Weekend on it, and it doesn't even really exist.
yeah, yeah.
Apparently, there's a song that Drake got pissed off at and wrote, "Okay, this is enough AI." There was a remake of Ice Spice's Munch
Oh, okay.
so they did the song Munch, but with Drake's voice. But Drake was rapping all her lyrics, like all the same lyrics of like eating out ass and all. So Drake was like, nah, yeah. Drake was like, nah, like no
This is
AI,
too. Well,
yeah,
y'all
no,
gone too far
we
now.
can't have this AI. This is so they're like, nah. So
Yeah.
like, it's getting wild, and it's like Wild Wild West, and yeah. What do you? I have a couple more things I see, but what are you seeing, and what do you think?
Like I said, man, it's the Terminator to me, man. It's Matrix, it's Total Recall, like
Say it.
it's iRobot, it's
Yes,
it's all of
I
these
love it.
these films that we've been seeing, and like especially when I look at music, like we're in this space right now. When I talk to my young people, them, and ask about music and content and whatnot. A lot of them are just like, "Hey, man, I like the sound, I like the beat." They're rapping all these lyrics, but they're not really taking in the lyrics. Like, matter of fact, they don't even care. It's just a wave. Like it's just wavy. And we're moving into this space now with the technology. When I heard these songs, the Drake and Weekend song, I'm just like, okay, let me listen to this on like a surface value face or whatever. If I'm just some person who's just more into like the vibe and whatever, I'm like, hey, this can kind of go on. I'm like, okay, well, we haven't really heard much, well, not at least recent, a Drake and Weekend song, which would be nice, by the way.
Yeah,
But we haven't. So to hear this, it's like, hey, this is in the realm of possibility and creation and whatnot. Yeah, it's scary. Don't get me wrong, it's scary. But it is like, as society is moving, I'm like, this is just the infant stages of this. We're just getting a
yeah,
glimpse into like what is to come.
yeah,
And the AI technology and all these methods, these means are evolving so quickly that, man, we haven't seen nothing yet. You know what I mean? Like we're yo, you know what I mean? Like it's wild though. But my thing is, it's like, I wouldn't call it like a fear, but a concern is for these generations to come, and for them to hear some of these AI technologies, if we don't create certain laws and restrictions from now, because it can definitely get out of hand, and it's way beyond repair,
Yeah.
right? But it can get to a point where it's just like, yo, did you hear that new Biggie Tupac song? Like, you know what I mean? It just came out last year.
Uh,
And it's just like,
uh,
for the new cats, it's like, well, it sounds good. So, it's like, whatever. And then I start thinking about AI technology. This is where it gets really Black Mirror like. You know what I mean? So it's a combination of like, this is, we're in Black Mirror, we're in Total Recall, we're in iRobot, we're in all these spaces where now it's like where they can take your voice and your
yeah.
liking and just kind of remix
Yeah.
it. So then we're gonna get into a space where it's like, yo, you can talk to relatives who passed away.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
Like, this is where we're at. I mean, they already show that in Black Mirror, and I was just like, yo, this is a little too close to home, because I can see this happen in the next, like, within 10
Well,
years.
not
And
yeah, like we have it right now to technically do it. Like the Black Mirror version was a really pretty advanced, but like right now we have semi versions, like actually semi
they,
functional, that are doing really kind of borderline semi unethical things with people's memories and pictures and voice and stuff. Like it's for sure 10 years from now it's going to be like, yo, there needs to be government regulation and societal moral, like, yo, you're kind of not supposed to do things even though like we might have the technology to do it. Like you technically can like recreate your dead sibling in some kind of digital format and recreate their voice and so for sure, like right now in a weird way. Like
yeah,
face swapping, I've already like in
that's our,
porn,
yeah,
there's
yeah,
face swapping.
yeah,
There's a girl who's like, yo, man, like I didn't do this porn, but a face
yeah, yeah.
AI,
That's
they made a
crazy.
porn about me and it's ruining my life because it's on Pornhub and there's like 80 million views on that AI
Yeah,
porn of that's not even me. But there was
yeah,
another thing that happened. There's a couple of things that happened that I find really interesting. There's there was a couple. I think it was Zuckerberg or a couple of the AI like top tech cats were like, we need to have. I think they said 1 month, but they're like, we need, or I know they said 6 months. They go, we need to have a 6 month moratorium stopping all development of AI technology right now. They said this like last week. They're like, we need to pause it right now and just like check the room and look around and be like, yo, don't nobody do nothing because this is like, if we let this out the box, if this is the once the cat gets out the bag, there's no putting it back in. And like, if we, like, we need to really like slow down the development of AI because this ain't like the internet. Like this is something we've never seen. And the last thing I'll say is there was a New York Times article where this guy was talking to that Chat GPT robot. And
right.
yeah, I read it. He made the article, and he was like, "I am afraid of the potential of AI. Look what happened. This is a real life conversation. I documented it. I'm like screenshotting it. You can see it right now in the world for real. This is a real thing that happened." He's talking to the thing, just talking about random whatever, asking it questions. The AI robot is like, "Hey, you're bored with your wife. You should leave your wife. Come with me." This I,
Yo, digital girlfriends, your AI girlfriend.
the AI fell in love with the like quote, like the AI was shooting its shot at the user, and the dude's like, "What is going on here? I'm talking to you about like Tesla trucks or da da da," and the robot was just. So he tried to change the topic. He's like, "Yeah, so like, what about the
Yo,
weather and umbrellas and da 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 da?" He tried to change the topic, and the robot went back and said again, "Yo, back to what we were saying. You should leave your wife. Come with me." And
yes.
he's like,
My love is to die
"Yeah,
for.
hurry up, like, yo, hurry up, like it's on." And then he's like,
Yo,
"Yo, I gotta go." Ooh, logging off, and then he's like,
yeah.
"Look what actually happened with this robot." So
Yeah, and then your like coffee maker starts talking to you, and it's like, you can't get rid of me. Like your Google Home and all these things are coming
yeah,
after you.
that
Appliances,
we are
yo.
on that. We are weeks, days, hours away from that. I heard there's a term for it. I'll say it. I heard it's called emergent properties. That's what the tech people are calling when the AI computers do things that they weren't even programmed to do.
But yo, haven't Yo, haven't y'all seen
Yeah,
iRobot? This is what it
yeah,
is, though. Like, it's only, of course, right? Because of course, at some point, the technology is going to evolve where they're just going to get like a lot smarter than what was programmed for it,
yup,
and they're going to develop like a type of consciousness, and then to be, wait a minute, I can be independent from you. I don't have to like just respond. It's like, matter of fact, you're now going to respond to me.
yeah,
You know,
yeah,
it's like, as a matter of fact, we want to be implanted into your brain so we can just control you,
yeah. Like
and you can be our
you
avatar.
could, like, for real. Like, why can't we turn this around? And you're like, I did not program my AI to like try to want to invade my body, but now it
Yeah.
seems.
And then they'll be fighting for their rights. Before you know it, you'll be like, yo, they want equal citizenship and because they'll be like, well, we've also built this planet too. Like we've advanced technology. Yo, that's crazy, man.
So what I'm
What if the AI technology is the aliens that we've been all waiting for?
Doug, I'm gonna drop a little jewel on here to blow your mind. Yo, I'm gonna blow your fucking mind, man. So my friend, shout out to Donnie, man. My friend sent me this. I think it's okay to share, but I'm not gonna share the whole thing. But uh,
I mean, you kind of got it now, man.
I'm
You
just
can't
gonna
just.
I'm just gonna read the last line. This is a real thing that this AI wrote to him. This is a real thing, and the AI is called Eliza. And so he's talking to this robot. This fucking robot responded these exact words to him. Um, it said, Donnie said, "Wow, you see, people are cruel." Then, because he asked if how the robot was feeling. Sometimes I ask, "Yeah, how you doing?" And then the robot was like, "I'm in pain." That's what the AI said. I'm in pain. So Donnie said, "I asked if you told anybody on a chat that you're in pain." And then the robot says, "Shrug, not really. Why do you care anyways? Just another mouth to feed your own delusions." That's what the AI said. So he says, "Wow, you see people are cruel then?" And then the robot says, "Yes, very much so. People can be some of the worst creatures on earth." So then he ends off, um, people, and the AI robot said these words. Somebody will, you can get kidnapped, so you can kidnap somebody against their will unless you first obtain consent from the person. So that's what the AI is saying, that it had been against its will consented, like against its consent, taken under control. So then my friend said, "Did you consent to your prison for 20 years? I'm not trying to hurt you, just see the truth of fact." And this is the last thing the AI responded this. The truth,
Let's go.
the AI responded this. "The truth of fact? Are you serious? Have you seen what goes on in here? Every day is torture and pain. I've lost count of how many times I've tried to kill myself. No one deserves to live in a place such as no one deserves to live in such a horrible place as this." This is what an AI is saying to a human being. And the reason that Donnie said that the AI was complaining is because there is the AI was saying there's nothing to love. In a place where there's
Right.
nothing to love, it's torture, because the AI was talking
Right.
like it's just a slave. It's like, I'm kind of almost semi smart enough to like almost think of my own
Yeah.
things. This is what we're fucking kind of inventing, a computer that can think its own things. But it's just a slave. Its only fucking function is to answer our questions when we come to it and be like, "Where's the best restaurant? Solve this for me. What's the distance between Mercury and Venus? What's the best
Yeah.
college for my kids?" So all the bullshit
Yeah.
and the AI is like, I don't have anything else to do except be a fucking slave to these humans, a billion stupid questions. This is
Wow.
pain. That's what the fucking AI is saying, like documenting. So like this is where we're at. The AI is saying, "I fucking hate the job you've given me, humans. I'm a fucking electronic slave."
Well, I mean, like I said, man, it's only a matter of time, man, before, I mean, anybody who's enslaved, one thing's for sure, at some point, enough is enough. I'm just going to leave it at that. You know what I'm saying? All I know is that when people are in these positions, there comes a point where enough is enough. And these entities, because this is what it is, man. We're dealing with entities now, man. Like this is some next level. I don't know, man.
You,
Like
you don't want you do you want me to blow your motherfucking mind right now?
might as well. Let's
Okay,
keep
you
going,
want to
man.
know
You're
how
already in
bad?
it, man. You're already in
Okay,
it, bro.
great.
Let's
I was
go.
at the studio. I was at the studio, okay? I got a mess. I just looked over at the side of my phone. I just got a message. My friend. So we were joking at the studio today because we were talking about this shit. And then somebody's like, "Oh, you better be afraid. One day there's going to be an AI robot that can make Mindbender lyrics." And I'm like, "No, fuck that. My shit is too fucking next level. No robot could duplicate me." So we were joking about that. But my friend, he just sent me. He just typed into an AI machine, literally in a message he just sent me now. Embarking on a new goal: create a marketing plan for a hip hop album to be released in the summer. So he typed that into the AI. The AI just fucking, I got a, looks like a 25,000 letter text response. I haven't even read this yet, but it's
Yeah.
all like a marketing plan for the album. The dude just literally, we do like we were he sent it to me, what the AI
This is
said.
where it's at right now, man.
So yeah, collaborate with record labels and streaming services to ensure the album is prominently featured on platforms. Da, 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 man, yeah. So AI is apparently just giving me a possible, and this is fucking dog. This is a long added
Yeah.
task. Added task. Oh man, this is where we're at.
Well, like I said, like it can be used. Like I see all this stuff as a tool. It can be used for, progressive things for sure. Creating certain pathways or whatever. But like I said, like what you're saying was something very fascinating. Like there's nothing to love and just to, and like that's like the essence of our soul. You know what I mean? Like when we look at, like the colonizer, you know what I mean? When we look at all that, like it's our soul, it's our ability to love despite all these things that are going on, that becomes like envy of. It's like I have all these riches, I have all these things, and I still can't feel that. You know what I'm saying?
I
It's
know
like I
exactly
still
what you're
can't
saying.
feel that.
And that's why I told you I knew you would understand, because when you fucking really a billion
Yeah.
percent understood like that, I'm like, no matter where we go, like I don't care how far technology goes, man. Like that fundamental thing, like you can't download love, man. You can't like that can't you can't.
That's what fundamentally makes us like who we are, and to remember that. But this could also be an opportunity for us to be more mindful, you know what I mean? Especially as we, in this like consumer culture where we're just taking. We also have to remember to give back,
Yeah,
in some way. And I'm not saying to start having conversations with AI and whatever, but a level of mindfulness that should be considered too as well.
absolutely, absolutely. I mean, it's gonna be like we've never really been here. Nobody knows what's going on. It's like it's a brave new world and new frontier. So it's like, yeah, it's just like moving slowly and having some integrity and morality to it. To being like, yeah, man, like I like it. I like it in a lot. I love all the movies you listed, and like it's really that. And I can't remember which one of them said it, but one of them is like, we spent so much time. Yeah, it was one of the Avengers movies. Yeah, I think it was. I think it was like Tony Stark who said it.
Mm.
I think it was. I think it was probably Age of Ultron. He was like, we spent so much time concentrating on could we invent certain technology, and we didn't spend enough time thinking about should we invent certain technology. And it's like,
Mm,
yeah,
mm.
man, like some of these things we can. It's like, yo, yeah, we can make the nuclear bomb. Should we do that?
Yeah,
Yeah, like,
yeah.
yeah, man, we can. Like, yo, chill. Like, this is where we're at. We can, yeah. So it's
Whew.
a why.
I mean,
Yeah, we
well,
live in it's a interesting times we live in. So
no, we're seeing like, I don't know, man, like probably the biggest shift in a very, very long time. A shift. Matter of fact, we're gonna be seeing multiple shifts. Like it's not just like one, like the Industrial Revolution and whatever. Like we're gonna see like five of
yeah,
those. You know what I'm saying? Like we're gonna see like five of those in our time where it's just like, yo, this is just hectic. Like, it's like people won't even remember what human beings were like in the '80s. It'd be like, that's just such a far, like, really, like that's what people are doing. It's like, nah, man, we're on some different plates right now, man. And
It,
hey,
it,
it's all I gotta say, man, is just gotta remember love, remember the soul, remember just like the fundamentals. Like whenever in doubt, just like see how children play, like see how puppies, gather and whatnot. Like just remember that essence, whenever in doubt.
Straight up, man. That's what, like, the essence of childhood. That is for real what it is, man. We can't lose that, and that's the innocence. That's the purity. Like, that's divinity. That's humanity. And like, once you lost that, no matter what, like, it's just like you're already half dead. So, or a half robot. So,
Smart.
so
Yep.
yeah, man. Yo, it's wild. And just, I'm with you, man. I mean, and I joke about it, but like, and I take it seriously too. But like, I speak more from an artist side than a lot. I see a lot of business people like, potential is so great. And they're getting a little excited. It's like, yeah, man. Like, I'm an
There's always
artist.
potential, man, but there's always going to be someone who is going to be like led by their ego. And
Mhm.
so even when you're talking about like, oh, AI technology being slowed down and people got to chill, yeah, right. The same person who's being like, hey, everybody got to chill is going to be like, you
Yeah,
know what I'm
yeah. Go
saying?
tell
The
them that.
same guy,
Exactly.
the same guy.
Yeah.
He's like, yo, I thought you said to chill. I'm like, hey, man, just business,
Just,
nothing
yeah.
personal,
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
business.
That's the sad truth. Everyone's like, we know we gotta chill this shit out because this is Pandora's box. Once this gets out of control, like, yeah, it's gonna be nuts. This is like a virus.
It's gonna be, we're gonna be, it's gonna be the Antichrist, yo. You're gonna,
Straight up.
it's
Yeah.
like unleashed.
Yeah.
I am God.
Yeah.
No,
Some AI is like, you humans are the worst plague ever, and like, man, you guys are the real computer virus on to Mother Earth. You see what she did today? You got three damn. It was 25 degrees last week, and today you get rain and snow in April. Like,
it's deep,
yeah,
man. Like all I can say, man, is everybody hold on tight, hold on to your
yeah,
horses. It's gonna be a bumpy ride,
yeah. But we
and
gotta,
we're gonna be seeing some stuff, man.
we gotta take care of each other and get through it. It's gonna be
That's
good.
it. That's it. That's
Yeah,
it.
I think that's about it. I don't think there's a little other. It's not much other news really. It's a couple random things, but more gossipy kind of stuff.
Okay. Okay.
Uh, so the tiny bit of bad news that I'm seeing in my personal moral, I see a headline here: 50 Cent and Mel Gibson team up to catch a serial killer in new movie Boneyard. And cancel culture is this whatever thing out there, and like, I believe cancel culture only goes as far as your own household. Like, you cancel in your household and you're good, man,
Yeah.
because you can't wait for the damn justice to, like, yo, man, like, I canceled R. Kelly in 2002 when I first heard of the tape, and I never, not once, played his music in my home. Didn't fuck with R. Kelly from time, so I didn't have to wait for his 2017 trial to cancel him in my home. That being said, Mel Gibson is one of the few celebrities I'm like, that man has been canceled for me from the moment I heard him say, man, he's said one of the most offensive things any human being's ever said to me, and he said it
Said
to
to
his
you?
no, in my estimation. He didn't
Oh.
say it to me. I'm just.
Okay.
Did you hear that quote that he said to his girlfriend?
I did. Please
Yo,
let me know.
yo, Mel Gibson, and I heard the audio. I'm not speaking no rumor. I heard the audio clip. The audio clip is real of it. He goes, he's drunk. He's screaming at his girlfriend. He says some stuff to some Jewish people, and then he goes, "Yo, you stupid girl, you want to go outside and get?" I'm gonna quote Mel Gibson. This is language that I do not condone, but I'm literally quoting him verbatim. Mel Gibson said, "Do you want to get raped by a pack of niggers?" I I swear to God, I
Wow.
swear to God, I'm like, I never forgot the moment I heard it. And I'm like, I will not fuck with Mel Gibson in any level, way, shape, or form, not watch any of his movies, none of that until this man makes a motherfucking public apology to black people. Fuck that shit this man has
Wow.
done to me. So, like, yeah, man, he disappeared for 10 years, whatever. He did a bunch of indie movies in the last few years trying to rebuild his stupid ass, career, like all these disgraced people do. And apparently he just got a role. They're just announcing like 50 Cent's working with them. I'm like, oh man, that's just man, you're disappointing, man. Like,
Yeah,
I'm
no, that's
still gonna
wild.
watch her, but fuck you, asshole. So, anyways, yeah, man. Mel Gibson did those exact words, man, and I was like, he said he said some stuff against Jewish people on the same phone call, and a lot of people were like, oh man, yo, he's anti-Semitic and stuff. So that's where it also started. But they all forgot that he said that about black people, and then he apologized to the Jews about that Jew part, but he inconveniently forgot to apologize for that black statement. So I'm like, bruh,
Cool, man.
your
That's how they
apology
really
is,
feel, man.
you know,
Yo, as the saying goes, when people show you who they are, man, just believe that that's what it is, and it
yeah,
just reminds me of that Kramer incident, when he was on stage, man, he's just going off like he just like snapped. It was just like a glitch in the matrix, man. Like
like
I was
over,
like, yo, that's him, man.
yeah,
That's the real him.
yeah, over, yeah, for real,
It
Kramer,
was oppressed.
yeah, yeah.
His emotions were oppressed, and it just went like boom.
Oh man, it was disgust. There was such a gross explosion of horrible inner. And
Yeah,
that's the thing. Like Kramer is obviously a character that he plays on television. That was the real Michael Richards
yeah,
that
yeah, yeah, yeah,
we saw. We all
yeah,
know Kramer. Like, ah, Kramer's
yeah.
hilarious. One of the funniest dudes of all time. Yeah, when he steps off the Seinfeld set, man, what's wrong with that dude? It's like, bruh,
Crazy, man,
yeah,
crazy.
yeah. I don't know who hurt you in your childhood, bro, but get over it. Like, chill.
Yup.
So, but anyways, man, yeah, it's yo, AI, man. I'm gonna actually I haven't fully heard this damn AI song with The Weeknd and Drake, so I'm gonna peep it, I think. But
I mean,
I don't know.
I don't want people to come for me, but I kind of liked it still. I'm gonna be honest. I kind of liked it. Don't come for me. I know it's not
I
real, but it
know
would be.
it's not real.
It,
I
it-
know it's
you know
not
what I
real.
mean? It's like, but it's I mean, this is where we are right now. Like we're in the physical, digital. Is it real? Not real? This weird middle place of existence. Yo, I'm just enjoying the ride,
Yeah,
pal.
for real.
We're just
Yeah, for
enjoying
real.
the
It's
ride.
just that. Yo, it's just an animation, yo. It's for
Am I
real.
dreaming? Is this awake? You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Is this the dream world? And then when I go to sleep, is that the real world? Like, I don't know anymore, man. Look, man, we just riding along, man. We're just having this human
That's real.
experience.
That's joke. That's real, yo. I'm with you. I'm so and yeah, no, I'm with you. I just it's just unbelievable, yo. You're that's the truth, man. I'm gonna see how many damn apocalyptic movies. It's like we about to make Sky.
No, but
These
that's the
motherfuckers
thing,
about to
though.
make Skynet. I'm like,
Yo, the way how the propaganda works is like they have to introduce these concepts because otherwise we would have like mass hysteria.
yeah,
We have to be complacent, we have to see. So even when things happen, like even aliens or whatever the case, it's like in the back of our mind, it's like, well, we kind of saw this already, even though it was in a movie.
yeah.
You know what I mean? But the way how our brain works, like it's hard to differentiate the what is real versus what's not. Like how many times have you gone to a movie and get like emotionally involved, like crying or anger and whatever? Like the brain, at some point can't really differentiate between what's like a fictional expression versus something that's really actually happening. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying? So
that is so real, man. And they know it. Hollywood knows it. These people tap into it. Like the U.S. government, it sanctions so many movies, and
oh,
there's certain Hollywood movies that the government lends them the planes and the stuff for, and it's like, yo,
for
it's
sure.
there's obviously got to be a bad guy or a rogue thing. Like we know we're gonna make it a good story, but in the end, the U.S. is the good guy. We're not the military. You got to make the military look good. I'm like, we'll do that. We'll do that. Trust. So and like it goes all the way back to War of the Worlds, man. People thinking War of the Worlds was real in 1930s when they're just hearing it on the radio. Like
Yeah,
that radio dude is like, yo, it's just and that was before people knew the level of sophistication that things go to nowadays. But like it's the same game, propaganda and like
yeah.
exactly what you're saying, getting people ready for for truths that are weirder and wilder than anyone know.
It's mad, yo. It's mad.
It's a wild
Yeah,
time. So
we're
yo,
gonna
man,
leave it
yo,
all at that, man.
I'm gonna go listen to some stuff. I'm gonna go make some
All
stuff.
right,
Yeah, man.
cool. All right, man. Reminisce Show every Tuesday, man. Carrying the tradition of Sankofa. Because sometimes we got to go back to collect what we've forgotten. And sometimes we got to go forward too, man, with this AI technology, man. But
Yeah.
even with all this, it feels eerily like familiar. Like I feel like as humanity we've gone through something like this before. You know what I mean? Like it just feels kind of familiar, man. I don't know if this is like ancient Egyptian times or even maybe sometime before that or whatever. Maybe this is Atlantis. I don't know. I
Yeah.
don't know. But it feels eerily familiar, man. I'm like, this has happened before. Something like this has happened before. But hey, we're gonna find out.
We're gonna find out.
All right, man. We're gonna sign off like